A very good morning to everybody. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing fine. So a few days back, like we have our module test as well. So I hope that went well. And now, like today, we'll be starting a new month with some new, positive, like forward. We are looking at the positive approach towards the further module test that we have it. So I hope you all are ready to begin with this that we have over here. So now let us start the today's session. That is the percentage is the first topic that we have it over here. Okay, so can you please confirm in the chat box? Are you all able to hear me properly? Please comment down into the chat box, everybody, if you all are able to hear me properly. Cool. So now let us begin today's session over here. That is with what? The percentage is the topic we have it over here. Thank you, Nirsu. Thank you, Vikram, for confirming in the chat box. Okay, so now we'll be starting today with the percentage over here. So what is the meaning of a percentage? Let us now begin with just the basic part that we know in this. Percent. So the percent over here, if I tell you over here, that is like one part out of 100. We are considering just only one part out of 100. So if I consider anything, okay, that will be completely divided into like 100 equal part. Suppose like you are giving party to your friends, okay, so like you have gone to the basically suppose like Domino's, and now what we have is a circular pizza we have bought. And now if I say like, okay, like we are like four of friends, and now these all four friends are there and they are like about to share this only one pizza. Now what will happen is, now if I say that I will be distributing 25% to each of my friend. Understand everybody carefully. If I say that 25% is to be distributed among all of my friends, so what does it mean? The meaning of 25% is that I'll be dividing this complete circular part that we have it over here into 100 equal parts. First of all, I'll think about that. Okay, like I'll be dividing this complete pizza into 100 equal parts, and after dividing into 100 equal parts, I'll take 25 parts and give it to my first friend. Now, next 25 parts, I'll give it to my second friend. Then again, third friend and fourth friend. So that is the meaning of percentage, means that we are taking just like some part. If I out of 100, whatever the parts we are taking, that is we call it as a percentage over here. Okay. So now if I say that like overall, if I want to represent this percentage to fraction, now that is basically also like a important thing, because the whole of the percentage to fraction will be like we need to understand. So percentage to fraction, if I need to convert, for that I will be doing is what, like I'll be writing, suppose 20% is given to us over here. I will be now writing it, just remove this percentage sign and divide it by 100. What does it mean? It is a fraction only, 20 by 100. So 20 parts out of 100. That is the meaning of what? The fraction. Percentage to fraction we have converted directly. Just divide it by 100. Next, now if I need to convert the fraction into percentage over here. Everybody, now this is the second part we are now proceeding with. So the fraction to what? Percentage. Now it will be what? It will be multiplied with 100 over here. Okay, fraction to percentage. Now like this is the fraction to percentage. So what I'll do is, I already have, suppose like I have like 1 by 4 is the fraction given to us over here. So if they are saying like, okay, like we know the fraction, let us convert into the percentage. Just multiply it with what? 100. Okay, so 1 by 4 times of 100 I'll do it, and it will be 25 percentage it will become. So we have understood how to convert the percentage into the fraction, or fraction into the percentage over here. Fine. Now let us now move ahead, and now let us also look out for the other things that we have. What other? Let me show you. So now like suppose if I want to like further, like I'll be like also solving a few questions in which I'll be using these fractions. Directly you can learn it. Okay. So in the coming part over here, we'll be discussing in the groups also, like as we have already group. So now I'll be like giving you some fractions. Like for example, what if I say now 1 by 2? You should be directly telling me that it is 50%. Okay, so like how it is 50%, let me explain. So I told you that fraction into the percentage we are converting. Okay, so 1 by 2 just multiplied with 100, it is 50%. Okay, so now in this way, like we can do, and we can easily directly learn this 1 by 2 is 50%. But you will be able to learn it gradually. I'll tell you in the chat, like in the group, I'll be discussing that also. Okay, so you have to learn other fractions as well. 1 by 3 is like 33.33% over here, and so on. We have a lot of other parts as well. Okay, so but like this kind of thing, like where it will be used. So it will be used in like a question. So let us take an example over here so that you will be able to understand where are we going to use this kind of thing. So now here, if I say that what, so here we have everybody the basically, let us say 266 2 by 3 percentage over here. Let us now take this example over here. Okay, this is given in percentage, and now like it is asked, okay, like we need to calculate what the answer we need to calculate. First, the percentage needed to be calculated in what? The fraction. And how can I do that? Let me now tell you over here. So if you closely see now, this is 266 is like 250 plus 16 2 by 3%. So these are two different percentages that we have. Acha, now if I tell you this 250 over here, if you try to convert into the fraction, it will be like 250 divided by 100. I told you the percentage to fraction, just divided by 100. Easy, very easy. Finally now we have got 250 by 100 now. Now let us add the further part, 16 2 by 3. 16 2 by 3 now is like over here. Now this percentage to fraction, if I need to convert, I told you we'll learn it. I told you we will learn it. So this is directly 1 by 6. Okay, I'll make you learn so that you can easily apply over here. Don't worry about that. It is very easy. I'll tell you. Now, so this is the fraction over here, 1 by 6. This is 250 by 100. Okay, let us now simplify. This will be like 5 times 525, 5 times 210 over here. So what will it become? It will become 5 by 2 plus 1 by 6 over here. That is what? That here we have 5 by 2 plus 1 by 6. Cool. Now, if it is like that over here, okay, so like I'll try to enlarge the part over here that we have. Okay, so I'll write in the a bigger a font. Okay, so that you will be able to see clearly. Okay, so like here, this is the part over here, 5 by 2 plus 1 by 6. So resolution, there is some issue like I'm facing, like I'm not able to increase that resolution. So please manage for this session. Next class, definitely I will be yeah, doing that. Okay, so thank you for your suggestion as well. Now let us see. Let us take the LCM over here. 2 and 6 LCM, we all know that is 6 only. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. Now 6 times 1 is 6, so 1. So this is like 16 by 6 we are getting, and finally it will be what? It will be 8 by 3 is the fractional form we have got. Now here comes the question over here. Like we are obviously, we all might have participated in the mock interview now. Like whether it is the module 1 mock interview, or wherever the some of the other day you might have given some interviews whenever you are entering the college also. Like I also itself given an interview to choose my branch as well. Like the people were asking yeah, so tell me basically not bad exactly at that time I was student, definitely for sure, but now basically they were asking like simple questions, but so that like they can understand the logical part that I have it or not. So now let me tell you over here, like we have a mock interview over here for a company, suppose, and now we are easily able to answer 7 questions out of 8. We are not perfect. And if we are not perfect, some questions might be correct, some might not be. So how much percentage of questions you are able to solve? That is an easy question we are starting with. So I'm giving you 1 minute. Try to tell me the answer into the chat box. Everybody have to answer it. Yes. Your time already started. 20 seconds to go. Everybody have to try. Just think about that. Convert it into the fraction form. And then you can easily find out. 20 seconds to go. Okay. Fine. So all of you tried over here. Now let me tell you over here the answer of this part over here. So 7 questions out of 8 now. So now let me write in the fractional form 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 is the fraction. Okay. Now like basically 7 questions out of 8 we have done. That is a fractional form. This much fraction of answers I have given. Now how much percentage of questions you are able to solve? That is only 7 now. So 7 by 8 over here. The percentage I need to calculate. For that just multiply this part over here 7 or 8 with what? 100. Okay, this is an easy question. And now like let me tell you over here 7 by 8. So 1 by 8 in percentage if I tell you that is like 12.5. Okay, so 12.5 we have it 1 by 8. Directly also you can do it directly. Okay, 7 times of 12.5 percentage you will get over here what? 87.5 as over here. Okay, you are unable to see the question. Okay, let me enlarge a little bit. Okay, I hope you are able to see that. Okay, so now that is basically the part we have it over here. And finally now like 7 times of 12.5, this is directly the way if we learn now like 7 times of 1 by 8. 1 by 8 is what in percentage? 12.5. And like this we all can calculate. Another way is just multiply it with 100 and you will get over here. Again, that is correct. That is 87.5 we can say over here. Okay, that is an easy part. We all have done it over here. So that is the final answer. This is also like 87.5 percentage over here. That is the answer of the first question. So let us now move to the next question over here, everybody. Now, here is the question. Now, here is the module test going on right now. Okay, so the question, try this question over here. This is like the question again for 1 minute. I'm giving you. Try and type down into the chat box. Okay, earlier Pavni gave the answer. This time, everybody also like try and try to answer it. The same way, question is like similar to that only. Okay, so let us start the solution of this part over here. Oh, all of you tried. So Pavni gave the answer in the chat box as like 83.33% over here. That is great. So you all are trying your level best. Acha, like whether you are getting the final answers or not, that is not like an issue. Okay, so it's completely fine if you are unable to answer. We are learning now. So let us now start solving this question over here. The question says that what? It says that we have how much percentage, okay, after scoring what 100 out of 120 marks in our module test. So let us now begin with the solution of this part. So what I'll do is I'll try to calculate the ratio of this part. We'll take it, and now the ratio is basically ratio, or we can fraction exactly. We can say 100 upon 120. That is like this much I have got out of 120. Now I need to convert in percentage. This is a fraction. So just multiply it with 100 over here. So like 0, 0 cancelled over here. Okay, and like 2 times 6, 12, 2 times 5, 2 times 3, 2 times like 50 over here. And accordingly you can calculate over here. 250 by 6 we are, 250 by 3 we are getting over here. Okay, 83.33% over here we are getting over here. The final answer over here. That is great in the chat box. The Pavni, Teja, okay. So Bunny Motivation, all of you like tried and given the answer. Great. Now next question again. It is of one minute. I'm giving you. Everybody try and tell me the answers in the chat. Okay, 10 seconds. Okay, so all of you tried your level best over here. Now let us proceed further and let us try to see the other part, the solution of this part over here. Okay, there is basically Ramesh over here we have, and Suresh also. These two are friends over here. This says that okay, like if the height of Ramesh is 20%, less by 20% than the Suresh. So now Ramesh is now comparing himself with Suresh over here. And now it is saying like what? So the height of Ramesh is lesser, like 20% lesser than the Suresh over here. Now the height of the Suresh will be greater than that of Ramesh by how much? So like his height is how much percent greater? That is we need to find over here. For that, let me now tell you over here. So like one of the answer already we have got in the chat. We'll see that. First, let us see that how we are going to proceed. Acha, now if I say like suppose, let us take an example. So if I take an example, okay, Yash also gave the answer in the chat. That is great. So now 100 is basically the what? Like Suresh is giving what? The having height. Suppose 100 centimeters is the height over here of Suresh. So just take a number so that you can easily able to calculate the 20% of that number. So now suppose if 100 is the height of Suresh now, and now Ramesh is having 20% lesser, 20% lesser. So let us now keep it like 20% lesser. How can I do that? From 100, just subtract this 20%. Okay. Everybody now 100 from 100%, 100, I'm subtracting 20%. So that will be 20%. We have to subtract of what? The same. I have to subtract from 100, 20% of the same. That is 100. So now if I divide by 100 over here, 0, 0 cancelled over here, 0, 0 cancelled. So overall 100 minus 20, it will be what? 80. It will be 80. So now the 80 over here is the what? Height of the Ramesh we have got as per the condition given in the first question over here. So everybody now let's see over here the height of the Ramesh less than by 20% then Suresh. This condition only we use and we have got this data 80 and 100 over here. So now as we have got this data over here 80 and 100, now here comes basically the role to compare. How are we going to compare over here? So everybody, that is also a new further a new concept we can say that over here. We are going to incorporate in this. So let us now understand. So here if I see that we have, it is saying that height of Suresh greater than Ramesh by how much percent? So we are comparing Suresh height to Ramesh. Okay. And whenever a concept is like this, if we want to find the percentage change or percentage increase, percentage decrease, we have a specific way. So let me now tell you over here, everybody. So let us understand. Let us see over here. If I tell you over here, we have the percentage change over here. Percentage change. Now, suppose like I want basically percentage change. Some initial value is given to us, some final value is given to us over here. So final is like we can write final minus initial, and to which we are comparing with. If we are comparing to initial part, so I'll write always initial in the denominator. Okay. So like that I'll be writing. Then multiplied with 100. This is exactly the formula how we calculate the percentage change. Now, if it is like percentage change, I'm going to use the same formula over here. Everybody now let us understand final minus initial upon initial. But the thing is that we have to take in the denominator. That is an important concept you all have to remember. What is the important concept? The important concept is that we have to take initial, like to which we are going to compare with. So now let us take. So here the question was over here. Now it is saying that Suresh will be having the height greater. Let us write over here. Suresh, like height of Suresh greater than Ramesh. So we are comparing with the height of Ramesh. Okay. So if we are comparing with the height of Ramesh, I'll take in the denominator, I'll take Ramesh height. And Ramesh height is like 80. And now in the numerator, I'll take the difference among this 100 and 80. So 100 minus 80, so we can do it over here. 100 minus 80 multiplied with what? 100. And that will be what? 20 by 80 over here, multiplied with 100 over here, and we are getting what? If I calculate over here, it will be 25% over here. I'll get over here. 25% is the answer. So like that will be the final answer. Yeah, burning motivation. I appreciate that you tried, and Pavani also gave the answer. That is great, and yeah, burning motivation as well. That is great. So 25%. I hope you all are clear with this concept over here. Okay. So if any doubts you have it, you can comment down into the chat box. Just tell me. Okay. I'll try to incorporate that doubt if you have any. Okay. So now let us now move to the next question, everybody. I hope you all are ready for the next question. Here is the question, and your time starts now. The 1 minute to go. Try the first question over here. Let me enlarge it as well. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Cool. Okay. Okay, fine. So you all tried your level best. Acha, now let me tell you over here. So the question says that a number is supposed to like to be multiplied by 3 by 4, but we multiplied by mistake. There's a mistake happened over here, 3 by 4. Okay, like usually like sometime like when we by while calculating we do some mistakes now. So similarly like they here also like we have done some mistake. And the mistake is that instead of multiplying it with 3 by 4, we have divided it by what? 3 by 4. Now again basically like a small concept we have it over here. What? If I say now, if I say that if we have to like divide two fractions, a by b divided by c by d. So what is the way is just remove this, change this sign with the multiplication sign over here. This a by b will become like a by b will remains the same over here, a by b only. And now the next number will become what? C by d will become just like it will be reciprocal. We'll take it. After reciprocal, it will become d upon c. Just change the numerator and denominator. Correct, Bernoulli motivation. That is the part. So d by c I'll write over here. And now the a by b divided by c by d now we have got over here. That is like a by b times of d by c. So let us now do the same thing over here. So here what I'm going to do is the question is such that initially it was like correct part was what? It was 3 by 4. Now like we mistakenly we divide by 3 by 4. So let us now see that over here. What are we going to do? We for simplifying our part now, what we can do, we can take the LCM of the numbers. First, let me write like exactly what either we can write divided by 3 by 4, or we can say we multiplied with 4 by 3. This also we can say this like, and this is already given. Okay, so now I simplified this and this we have got. Okay, we cannot like keep it in division only. We have to take in the same case. Okay, a number we have to think of, like let us now take an example over here. So the example is over here. Okay, so the question like part I'll be like enlarging it as well. Acha. So let us understand over here. First, the question is that here it says that 3 by 4 was the number. Now it changed to like it by mistake it multiplied with 4 by 3 now. Now take the LCM of the 4 and 3. The numbers in the denominator you can see that 4 and 3. Now I'll take the LCM of 4 and 3, and LCM of 4 and 3 is what? That is 12. So if the LCM of that is like 12, so now let us see over here what can we do. So now the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So I'll multiply this number 3 by 4 by 12, and I'll also multiply this 4 by 3 number by 12, so that we simplify to a single number. And now here that is 9 we are getting the first number. Okay, and then we get over here by like by mistake we have got over here what? 16. This is by mistake. This is actually the answer should be. Now so like let us now calculate the percentage change we need to find now. Find the percentage error, and percentage error is the same thing. Percentage error is the same thing that we have seen earlier, the percentage change only. So that will be what? Final number, that is what we have 16. Final minus initial, that is 9. So we have done mistake. Okay, so now we have to take original number which is correct now like 9 and multiply it with 100 over here. So if you calculate over here, it will be coming out to be what? That is 77.77 is the correct answer in the chat box. I've got some of the answers. That is great. By Pawni as well. And Yash Sharma, burning motivation. That was also like good. That you also like, yeah, discussing something in the chat box. Great. Now, let us now see the next part over here. The price of the onion. Now, here is the question. The question is from which basically company? This is from the Deloitte company. Everybody. The question is from Deloitte. The price of onions sold by 15%. So Shiny decrease the consumption of the onions by 10%. Find the percentage decrease in her expenses? Try everybody and tell me the answer. What can be the final answer? Twenty seconds to go. Okay, fine. So you all tried your level best over here. I appreciate that. So now let us begin. Okay, Pamani, fine. You tried your level best. Now everybody also, I appreciate everybody else as well that you all tried your level best. So let us see over here. We have the price of onion. That is a Deloitte question. So question asked in the Deloitte interview. So now the price of onion soared by what? 15%. Okay. So we don't know the exactly what is the price. Okay. So now further, it is also saying that initially it is having what? Price of onions soared by 15%, 50% increase, and now so the shiny decreased her consumption. As a middle class people, like definitely some of the other way, like we like it is not like only middle class. So like everybody might some might be like thinking like that only. Like if the prices increase, we also can like reduce our consumption as well. Okay, that is basically the part we some of you us do that. So now if it is like that, the same thing. Onions basically the price is now soared by 15%. It means increase by 15%. Shiny decrease the consumption of onion by 10%. Now find the percentage decrease in her expense. So let us now see that over here, how we are going to proceed in a solution of this question. So the question is, like the price of onion sold by 15%. Acha, can I take over here the original price as what? That is rupees, let us take over here, P. P rupees per kg. Okay, P rupees per kg, we have taken the original price. Now the consumption, let us take it over here. Consumption, like it might be like 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, like that. Now consumption will be like this. So consumption, I'm going to take it over here as like C kg over here. Now let us take over here the expenses. If I tell you that okay, the price of onion right now going on is like P rupees per kg and consumption is C kg. So what is the expense? If I take over here the expense now, so it will be equals to price. Okay, actually like whatever the price is going on, multiplied by units I consumed. It will be like this now. So like if it is like 10 rupee per kg, then suppose I consumed 2 kgs. Okay, so 10 rupee per kg into 20 rupees. Like basically if I take over here, sorry, 10 rupee per kg and 2 kg, it will be 20 rupees overall expense. I can get it. So this is just a formula. So I can write E equals to PC like this. We can write. And now it is saying that 15% the price increased. Now the new price will be what? Let us write over here. Everybody now let us focus over here. How can we find the new price over here? So in order to find the new price, I'll be writing over here. The P was the original price. Now 15% increase. Okay. So if 15% increase, like by what? Like basically 15% of P only. Now let us write over here. It will be like P plus 15 by 100 times of P over here. Then now what I can do is I can write it as P plus, now 15 by 100 will be like 0.15 P it will be. Now it will be 1.15 P. This is the new price we have got over here. Acha. Now they are saying that consumption is like what? The decreased consumption is decreased by 10%. So now if I say the new consumption over here, if I say over here, that will be equals to what? Now we are going to decrease now. So now let us decrease from the C. So it will be C minus. We are going to subtract. We are going to subtract over here. Subtract what? Subtract over here the part that we have it over here. Okay, SORAP basically, let me tell you that SORAP is increased. Okay, so the price increased by 15%. Price, like that's why we are adding. Okay, 15% we added. So now we are going to consider over here the consumption, and that is decreased. If it is decreased, so let us decrease it by 10% over here. So C minus 10% of C only. So it will be C minus 10%. So 10% will be 10 by 100. Of means multiply and C is C only. So it will be C minus 10 by 100 will be 0.1 C. So it will be 0.9 C. Achha, right now we are just learning. And if we are learning, we have to follow this method. And when we are pro in solving these kind of questions, we can directly write like this. Directly, trust me, people, like we all can write directly these parts over here. Okay, so if it is like 20% increase now, we can write 1.2. And if it is like 30% decrease, we can write 0.7. Directly we can write it. Very easy part it is. Okay, just to explain I told you like this. Okay, so further, let us see. So now here we have got what the 1.15 is the new price, and this is the new consumption we have got. Now the new expenses, can I now calculate it? Yeah, definitely, for sure. Let us calculate the new what expense. So now the new expense is what it is. Now the same formula, price into consumption. So this is the price now, 1.15 times of this 0.9. And now if I multiply over here, it will be what? 5 times 9 is 45, 4 over here. Then we have 9, 13, 3 over here, 1. That will be 10.35 we are getting over here. Okay. 1035. Now, after decimal, we have one place, and here we have 1, 2. So 3 decimal places. After 3 decimal places, place the decimal. 1.035 is the new expense. And earlier it was only 1. Okay. Originally it was 1 only, but now it became 1.035. Now, can we now calculate easily the difference? Yeah. So now it will be what? It will be like a percentage change. If I see that percentage decrease, it will be definitely for sure. Okay. So now if I take out over here, it will be what? It will be 1.035. 1.035 over here minus what? PC. Okay, this is PC only, we can say over here, because PC we are considering 1 times of PC we can write over here, and this also we can write it as PC. If I take the usually the FB and CR, some values are given to us now, we can consider like that also. So now it will be like this over here. Let us now write directly. Let us take in the decimal numbers only, so that you are very easily able to understand as well. So now it will be what? It will be divided by subtracting 1 and divide by what? We are going to comparing with what? Only the initial part now. So now that will be 0.35. Okay. Achha, here we have to multiply with 100 also. Now percentage we need to find. So if I multiply 100 over here, what it will be? It will be like 0.035. So 3.5% will be the final answer. Okay. 0.35. 035. So that is the final answer we are getting over here. I hope everybody is clear with this part over here. So we have now reached it up to here. Fine. So now let us move to that over here. 3.5%. That is correct answer. Yes, that is great. Now, okay, got it by Yash. Okay, fine. Now let us move to the next question over here. The next question is, if the radius of the circle is increased by 50%, let me tell you everybody, this question recently asked in interview, a mock interview in some modules over here. Okay, so that's why we can discuss this question also. That is an important question. It might be asked. This kind of question might be asked. So try 1 minute. Your time starts now. Okay, Pawnee gave the answer as 125% over here. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Great, the time is up. All of you tried your level best. Now let me tell you over here how we are going to proceed over here. Square value. Okay, so the square value, what can you specify? What square value, what are you asking? Yes. Acha. So the question is like that. The radius of the circle is increased by 50%. So let us imagine how a circle looks like. So now the circle is basically like this. Suppose it was some radius was there, and now it increased by 15%, and now the circle became like this. So now the radius basically only increased. Okay, it is like some r was there and 50% it is increased. And now what is the percentage increase in the area? That we need to find over here. Acha, now let me tell you over here, if this kind of thing is asked now, directly you have a formula as well. And I'll tell you the formula after the question I solve it. Now, let us now see that over here, how we are going to proceed with solving this part. So here, let us consider over here the area formula we all know. That is A is equals to pi r square. If you don't know, learn it right now. So pi A equals to pi r square is the formula. And yeah, so now then what I can do is like this is the constant. And if it is constant now, we don't need to consider the like constant parts. So directly we have to like, we can think of, okay. So that directly if I think about the radius only, so the radius earlier was r only. Now it increased by 50%. So 50% increases means what? R plus 50% of r, it became like this. So now r plus 50% means that 50 by 100 of means multiply and r. So now if I like calculate this part over here now, it will be what? It will be like 150% we can say over here, okay. So or we can say that 150 r by 100, okay. So like this we can say over here the radius became like this, or we can say 1.5 r also. And now if it is like that, okay, if it is like that, directly we can put into this. If I put into this, it will become what? Earlier the area was pi r square. Now the area will become pi 1.5 r square. Okay. So now the area we have got is what? Pi times of like, now like when the, let me tell you, if it's like a into b whole square na, we can separately take the square of each of them. A square into b square. Directly we can like take the square of each one of them. So here if it is like 1.5 into r whole square now, it will become 1.5 whole square and r square. Now what is this 1.5 whole square? We all have to learn the square numbers. So in the like group also, like I discussed some of the square numbers, we learn these numbers as well, okay. But now here will be like what? 2.25 pi r square. That is the final area. And now what was the initial area? This was the initial area. So now let us see that over here. So the initial, sorry, final minus initial, okay, minus initial upon initial into 100. That will tell us what? Percentage increase. So that I will be calculating. So let us now, final is 2.25 pi r square minus the pi r square is the same formula, divided by what we have over here now, divided by the initial, that is pi r square only. So multiply with 100 over here. What I'll be getting over here? I will be getting over here, firstly in the numerator, I'll be getting 1.25 divided by what? Acha, let me write on the next line now. You are, I think like you're not able to see this part. Okay, so now here we have the next part is like, let us write over here. So now here we have like 1.25 pi r square divided by pi r square. So let us cancel this part. 100 is already there, so it will be 125% is the answer of this question. Easy question. We have done it, and I hope it is now clear. So I hope Yash, Pavni, and rest of the students who all are present. So I hope it is clear. If you have doubt, you can tell me. One more formula. Let us now like remember this formula also. Everybody have to remember this formula. What is the formula? The formula is a plus b plus a into b by 100 over here. Okay, Yash, great. So now the formula directly we can get it by using this formula over here. Okay, burning motivation, that is great. So a plus b plus ab by 100. What is this? What is it? So now a and b, if I tell you, so a and b are what? Here the a is, okay, so the a is like 50% only. So we are increasing by 50% over here. And now if it is like that, now what I can do is just a and b, we can take it as 50% over here. And now, so it will become what? 50 plus 50. Now I'm taking over here 50. Yeah, here it is like multiply. No, yeah, plus over here. Then we have to multiply. Yeah, divide by 100 over here. So it will be what? It will be like this will be 100 plus 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel. It will be 25. So it will be 125%. Okay. So that also you can apply to find the discount, the whatever the like percentage increase or like that net percentage change we can exactly say. We can calculate like this. If I consider like this over here. Okay, so now let us move ahead and now let us see the next part. We have it. What? The next last question. There are 600 tennis player, 4% wearing wristband on the one wrist of the remaining, and now like 25% wristband on both the hand. How many players don't wear a wristband? So this question is asked in the cognizant. Okay, everybody have to try this question over here. So try to calculate and tell me the final answer we have over here. Okay, so let me tell you over here, like why 50% over here. Okay, like Yash is asking like why 50% over here. So like here, if you see that like we are considering 50 plus 50, we actually like adding like 50%, we are increasing into something that was already over there. So we are trying to like make it like this part, and this part will tell the additional part. Okay, so here that's why like we are taking over here like this, and we are adding, and it is making two. Basically, this is just a formula. Okay, like due to like basically we are like by like calculating it like a lot of times now, we find like this kind of thing can be observed. So that's why we have taken over here like this, and finally we are getting the final answers over here. Okay, so I hope it is now clear. That is the part we have. Only in the case of percentage it is happening. Yeah, it is like 50 each we have taken over here, the A and B over here. Okay, Pavani gave the answer as 432 over here. Rest of the students, okay, like 20 seconds more I'll be giving you, everybody. Try the next question that we have it over here. Acha, like here if you see now, like here we have radius, and it is r square. And if it is r square now, so it means 2 times we are going to increase. Okay, so first it will be like for first r it will be like 50. For again one more r we have it, again 50, and then the A and B we are taking over here again, and that is a formula. Okay, so if it is like suppose r cube, suppose the formula is like pi r cube, suppose the formula is given, and 50% increase you have observed, 50% increase in you have observed, everybody. So now if 50% we have increased over here, it will be like 3 times we are going to apply 50, 50, and again 50 over here. So now if I consider these two now, so it will be what? It will be 50 plus 50, and then A into B again, yeah, here 50 into 50 divided by 100. So whatever the answer we will be getting now, this we have to calculate with the next part over here, 50%. So this is the part we have got over here, like this. If the 3 like whole cube, like that we have to apply, and if it is like that, if any other like a formula like r raised to 4 also, similarly first calculate 2 at a time you have to take and calculate this. Try everybody the next question over here and tell me the answer. What are we going to get it? Okay, so let us now try this question over here. The question says that over here there are 600 tennis players over here, and now like 4% wear the wristband on one hand, and rest of the people like we have like 25% wear wristband on the both the hands over here. So let us see that total 600. 4% wear the wristband on one wrist, and 25% wear the wristband on the both the bands over here, both the hands over here. Now what I can do is I'll be now taking over here 600 are the total number of tennis players. 4% wear the wristband over here. Okay, so now if 4% wear the wristband on one wrist, and now let us now see that over here 4% wear the wristband on one wrist of the remaining, okay, of the remaining over here, and 25% wear the wristband on both the hands over here. Okay, so what I can do is now I'll be now first calculating over here 4% wear wristband on one wrist remaining players. So the remaining players will be what? Let me write over here. It will be like from complete 100%. Can I reduce this 4%? 100% minus 4% will be remaining. That is 96%. That will be remaining. So 96% of what? This 600 I can find. Okay. Now let us calculate over here. So like if I talk about like over here, like of the remaining 25%. So for the remaining part we are going to calculate so that we can use it in the 25% case over here. So remaining players are say 96% of total, that is 600. Now it will be what? It will be 0.96. Okay, or directly like 96 by 100 we can do. Multiply with 600 over here. You will get the answer over here as what? Let us calculate. So it will be like 0 0 cancel, and 6 times 6 accordingly we can write over here 36, and 6 times 9 54. So it will be like what? It will be 57 over here. So 576 is the total number of players which are remaining, because 4% already are wearing on one wrist hand, and now 25% on both the ends, both the hands over here of the remaining we have to consider. So from the remaining 25% again we have to subtract. Okay, so what I'll do is Now I will be like calculating out of 25%, 25% again. From 100, we can subtract this 25% and I'll be remaining now to 75% now. So how many players don't wear a wristband? So this 75% don't wear the wristband of this number. Okay, 75% of 576 over here we can calculate, and what that will be like 75 by 100 over here we can say of means multiply and 576. So overall if you calculate now, you'll get over here like what it will be approximately, yeah, this will be 3 by 4 over here we can say, and 4 times 1, 4 times 4, 16, 4. So 3 times of 144, if you calculate, it will be 2, 12, 13, 1, and it will be 4. 432 will be the final answer. That is the final answer we are getting over here. I hope it is now clear to everybody that we have got over here the final part as 432 is the answer. So burning motivation, Pawnee, both of you basically gave the answer as 432 and 426. So that is great. The rest of the people also understood this part. So that is the overall part that we discussed today. So I hope everything is clear to everybody. And still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat. So I hope the previous part over here, like A and B part, are also like clear with everyone over here. Why A and B we are considering over here? Because like R square we are considering. Okay, yes, great then. So now let us wind up the session then over here. Like that is the overall part for today. So yeah, so that is the overall part. So we will be meeting in the next part. And okay, Karthik. So goodbye everyone and have a great day.